Here with my good friend Michelle Barnum Smith, and we're going to talk about automating your chatbots, right?
Easier than ever. It's going to be easier than ever. We're going to get into a little strategy, and then we're going to dive into some demos and show you guys some fun stuff.
I think that it's time to automate chatbots because, Michelle, you were telling me that one of the big reasons that you got into automation is not because you're a huge fan of software and you're a software developer, but more because so many people came to you in your chatbot service journey and they really wanted a way to figure it out, right? They didn't just want to learn how to do it. They wanted it to be more of an automated process, right?
Yeah, and they just wanted it easier. I mean, so many sellers, you know this, you have a lot on your plate. Amazon is changing the rules on like an hourly basis, sometimes a moment by moment basis, or just things happen, right? You have a lot going on. And so what I found, especially, I've been doing this since 2017. I've been, like I pioneered chatbots for the Amazon space. And if you're new to chatbots or wondering what the heck we're even talking about, don't worry, we'll get to that. But over the years, what Amazon sellers need chatbots to do, like rebate automations and automatic order verifications, things that kind of functionality has led chatbots to basically become so technical that a lot of Amazon sellers are like, whoa, I can't figure this out. I can't do this, which is just heartbreaking for me because chatbots continue to be an amazing tool that Amazon sellers can use to rank and launch new products and increase reviews. And so late last year, or I guess mid last year, I just reached a point where I was like, enough. If you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. And out of the compassion of my heart, I was like, we got to make this easier. So that's what I'm excited to chat with you guys about today.
Sweet. Well, I'm excited to learn as well. I got to try out your awesome software, and it does make things a little bit easier in terms of setting up chatbots. And I think that there are still so many, even with Facebook kind of changing up stuff lately. And I'm sure you're going to touch on that a little bit, but it still is a very viable method. It's still one of the easiest ways to reach customers and sell your products and grow your email list. So I think that it's, still a very viable thing, and we all should learn more about how to do it. So
yeah, that's right. All right, well, I'm going to click on share my screen if that's okay.
Yep. And then I'll put it on there and let you know what we're seeing here. Okay, so I can see your first slide: implement powerful ranking and review chatbots into your business. We've done it.
Yay! We have succeeded so far this morning. Pray for us. Yes. All right, cool. Thanks so much for that introduction, Amy, and thank you so much for being such a leader in the Amazon space and the communities, and being a place that people can ask questions, because heaven knows we all need help with our businesses, right? At any step of the way. So cool, guys. If we haven't met, my name is Michelle Barnum Smith, and I'm known as the Queen of Amazon Chatbots. I've had the pleasure of speaking all over the world and at all the major conferences about chatbots. And hopefully you've heard by now that Amazon chatbots are freaking awesome. They're very powerful for launching new products. You can see an example, just one of thousands of examples that I have of this. Re-ranking existing listings. I'm looking at you people who have experienced out of stock scenarios in the last, maybe the last week, the last month, the last year, because those are obviously very, can affect your ranking quite a bit. Right. And so re-ranking campaigns, for whatever reason, chatbots are very effective for helping you out there. Increasing reviews. Social proof continues to be a really important aspect of your Amazon listing performance, and chatbots can definitely be used for helping you increase your reviews. And list building. List building is so important when you have a brand of any kind, whether that's an Amazon brand where it's just the Amazon marketplace, or if you're looking to expand to additional marketplaces or have your own website. Having your own list is so important to be able to drive traffic to wherever your products are sold, right? Amy, I think you have a lot of experience with this in how your products are all over various marketplaces and your own website as well. So having your own list is so important, right? Have you experienced that?
Yeah, I think it is important to be able to reach people off of Amazon. I think that is so, you don't want to put all your eggs in the Amazon basket, period.
Because
So,
they can crush it at any time, those precious eggs.
exactly. But if you have the skills and the ability to drive traffic, whether it's having a large email list or reaching customers outside of Amazon, you're not going to be completely crushed. You're going to be able to survive, and you'll be like, hey, it maybe while I'm working on getting my Amazon stuff back up, I can take advantage of some other channels. But it's also really good, even just driving external traffic to Amazon, we found to be so powerful. Amazon ranks you a lot higher, and it's such an amazing thing. So yeah, I completely agree that this is a tool that people need to learn. They need to learn how to drive traffic, how to reach customers off of Amazon.
Yeah, and creating your own customers, right? Amazon, one of the two big things that Amazon has to offer is fulfillment services, i.e. shipping and handling that, but also traffic, right? But having your own list gives you an edge to be able to control where that traffic goes. And I've spoken to a lot of M&A lawyers lately, a lot of lawyers that help Amazon sellers exit their businesses. And having your own list, having your own buyer pool, having your own launch list can play a huge role in your valuation. And so having a process that you can go to for launching new products and having that system in place can definitely affect your exit value. So all the more reason to use chatbots to help you build your list. So maybe you're wondering at this point, like, what the heck are chatbots? What are you talking about, Michelle? So basically, at its very core, chatbots are automated one-on-one communication that happens via a chat scenario. So it's not email automation. It's not, I don't know, billboard automation, right? Billboards are about as, one-on-one as nothing, right? So what's cool about chatbots is that it mimics the kind of chat experience that customers love to experience as in peer-to-peer communication, as well as we've seen so many stats through the years, but basically at this point, 95% of consumers prefer to communicate with businesses via a chat method. Which totally makes sense. Who wants to hang out on the phone when you need customer support for hours and hours and hours waiting for your turn in line, right? Chat is so much more convenient. And especially when it comes to chatbots, now chatbots are used for marketing purposes in being able to build a list and drive traffic to your listing. So let's show you how chatbots essentially work in this instance, in this application. So essentially, you're going to drive traffic via a source such as Facebook ads, and Facebook ads includes Facebook, the Facebook ads marketplace, Instagram, and all the various kind of advertising opportunities that they have. You can also drive traffic from an existing email list or any kind of traffic source, really. So you start with that traffic source, like where people are, and you drive those ads and connect them to chatbots built inside of ManyChat. And ManyChat is our chatbot building platform of choice. And from there, you're taking, once they're in ManyChat, they become subscribers. You can capture them as subscribers in Messenger, as subscribers in email and SMS. There's all different kind of channels that you can develop and build. And then once you have them as subscribers, you can direct them to your Amazon listings for any number of purposes, such as launching a new product, re-ranking existing listings, and of course, harvesting reviews. And then the cool part is that then you can get your Amazon buyers back into your ManyChat account. And I'll show you how you can do that here in just a bit. So here's an example of a chatbot. If you've never seen one before, this is an example of a search, find, buy campaign. You can see at the top that we're searching for turmeric, and we're scrolling through the search results, looking for the product that we're looking for this particular campaign. So here's what the user experience is like. Basically, in this chatbot, we're telling them, hey, go look for this product, copy and paste that into, and this is just a GIF. So it just like kind of cycles through here. But this is an example. If you've never seen a chatbot in action, this is what the user experience is like. And it's kind of fun and interesting and very different than, the typical, I don't know, landing pages, email marketing, those types of things. And that's the kind of the power of chatbots, to make them an interesting experience for the end user. Now, let's talk about what you want to do with these chatbots and what kind of makes chatbot campaigns successful for ranking and launching campaigns. The first thing to understand is that when it comes to ranking, there isn't one size fits all. There are a lot of different campaign factors that go into the type of campaign that you should run. Primarily if you have a new product or an existing listing, the listing performance for your target keywords. Inventory is huge, and how much inventory you actually have available for your campaign is going to definitely affect the type of campaign you run. And whether you are brand new to building a list or you have an existing audience, that can affect the type of campaign you run. And currently, if you are in the EEA, which includes the EU, Europe, and the UK, then there are some types of performance limitations that are going to affect you. Whether you're selling into .com, Amazon.com, or any of the other EU marketplaces, if you or your Facebook page or your ad account are located in the EEA, you can still run these types of campaigns. You just have to shift a little bit in the type of Facebook ads that you run. So let's give you kind of like an overview of launching and ranking basics, so we're all kind of on the same page. So when it comes down to it, ranking is determined by a number of factors, including the 90-day rolling sales history. So Amazon's looking at your listing's performance to determine whether you are relevant for the keywords associated with your account. Now, it's important to note that it's easier to move basically from, page 2 mobile, position 41 and higher. It's easier to move from that kind of like no man's land to the bottom of page 1 than it is to move from the bottom of page 1 to the top of page 1. So primarily because that's where all the traffic is. That's where all the buying is. That's where all the volume of sales are happening, is on page 1, right? It used to be this joke in the Google SEO days, like, where's the best place to hide a dead body? On page 2, because nobody ever looks there, right? And for certain categories like fashion and things that are more relevant to taste, that's not necessarily true. But for most Amazon sellers, when it comes to ranking and increase and driving sales, page 1 is where you got to be. You got to play the game. If you want to play the game and win, you got to be on page 1, right? So it's just important to know that most of the time when we're talking about pages, we're talking about mobile pages, which are limited to less than 20 results. And especially with all the different editorial content and sponsored new kind of like display ads and video ads and all sorts of things that are going on page 1, the amount of search results that are available on page 1 are less and less practically every day. So it's important to know that page 1 number of positions can and do change quite frequently, and it varies from desktop, because desktop is kind of like adjusts to your page, to your screen size for one thing, and desktop has more scrolling. So desktop page 1 has more, I guess, like position variance. So when we talk about like ranking on page 1, though, we're thinking mobile page 1, because that's where majority of sales for Amazon actually take place. Okay. So let's talk about new product launches. How many of you are planning new product launches this year? I hope a ton. Amy, are you launching some new stuff? You're muted, but I'm going
to I am actually working on selling my business this year. So I'm working on growing my existing sales and getting everything out. So we did just launch new products just recently. So we're growing those and then just continuing to grow our existing stuff. But that's what we're working on. But I am helping many other people launch lots of new products this year.
Well, especially if you're getting ready to sell your business. I'm working with a lot of Amazon sellers right now who are looking to sell their businesses as well. And it is like a really important, that's also a huge motivation to use chatbots to help you get in position to get those listings and that sales velocity, so you can increase that valuation and get more money out of that sale, right? We definitely want that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Especially if you're, a big thing that they look at when you're going to sell your business too is your overall profitability. And
Mm.
if you're overspending on PPC, then that can really dig into your profits, as many of us know, right?
Yeah.
So having a strategy, having an external traffic strategy like this that you can combine with your PPC, it's only going to make your ranking more effective. So you're not having to spend so much money on
Yes.
PPC sales, because the
Yeah.
higher we bring up our organic rank, the less we have to spend on PPC. So it's I think good to have an overall strategy of external traffic and on Amazon PPC for overall profitability.
Amen. Amen to all of those points. And we've even run ads to sponsored posts to increase sponsored rank, so that your sponsored ads are showing up even higher for your target keywords because they're relevant, right? You can get that velocity through your PPC. So many different applications for chatbots, and all good things, all good things. So let's talk about some basics for new product launches, because this is like, you have this opportunity called the honeymoon period with your new listings, where basically for 21 days after going live on Amazon, you have kind of this like ideal time to run a launch campaign with external traffic. Basically, it's the easiest time to rank because you don't have any sales history holding you back. And it's easy to go from the back of the store to the front, figuratively speaking. However, it's harder to make that rank stick because long term, because you don't have as many reviews as probably the people on page one. So it's really important that as you run your ranking campaigns, that you are including things like product inserts and review request follow-ups in your ranking campaigns to make sure that you're building up those initial reviews and showing some momentum there as well. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. Something that's really important to understand, that from a chatbot standpoint, you don't just rank once, right? Like just in this example with the launch campaigns, you're going to slide from your initial rankings, and guaranteed there are keywords that you are currently in no man's land for that are highly relevant for what you are selling, but you're not ranked for those keywords. So it's important to understand that from a chatbot perspective, you can and should be running ranking campaigns pretty much all the time. So here's some common misconceptions when it comes to ranking. First and foremost, this one, like I only have a chance to affect rank during my initial launch. And that's absolutely not true. We run the majority of the campaigns we run are re-ranking campaigns. This one, I think I've drilled this in. I'm on page 2. That's good enough. Nope, it's not. If you want to play the game, you got to play. If you want to play to win, you got to be on page 1. That's really the bottom line. This one, I'm well ranked for these 2 keywords. I'll hit my daily sales targets, no problem. Sorry, friends. When it really comes down to it, Amazon loves having keyword diversification to show relevance for your listing. And having a number of keywords that you're ranking well for is going to drive those sales and get you that organic traffic that you need on a daily basis. It's also really important to also think about seasonality as it relates to your product. Father's Day is coming up. We just had Mother's Day. Of course, we have the Q4, which is the main huge buying season of the year. And maybe your product has its own level of kind of seasonality. Maybe you sell barbecue tools or sunscreen or something that has, peak seasons for buying. It's really important to kind of catch that wave early. If anybody's surfed in here, you're not paddling to catch that wave when it's about to crest. It's this monster that's going to crush you, right? Like, you have to see the wave coming and prepare and build momentum for your listings to be able to catch that. So typically what I recommend is, prior to the peak buying season, even getting started, start your chatbot ranking campaigns about 2 to 3 weeks prior to that. So if you're getting ready for Black Friday, then you are starting your ranking campaigns late October, as an example of that. If you have a big spring break product, then you are starting your ranking campaigns end of February. So it's not like, okay, I got to run because those sales, the sales volume for those keywords is going to climb, and you don't want to have to be paddling to catch that wave. You want to be already on top of it, ready to go. So as far as action steps for ranking and launching campaigns, we recommend that for these campaigns, you identify 4 keywords at a time that you want to rank for that have over 1,500 searches per month per Helium 10's data. You can use any search, data tool of choice. This is the one we do primarily our primary keyword research in. And you want to pick keywords that you can afford from an inventory standpoint. I know there's some really sexy keywords that are out there that have like massive search volume, but it's going to take a lot of rebates and basically giveaways of your inventory to be able to rank for those keywords. And you don't have to blow through your inventory just to get ranked, just to go out of stock and have to deal with all of that madness and all of that nonsense. Generally speaking, I recommend that you don't target keywords that require more than 25% of your available inventory to rank for. And then I have a whole training on keyword research that goes really super in depth. But one of kind of the tactics that we use in and around those sexy keywords are targeting halo effect keywords, or keywords that have that are long tail keywords for those big sexy search terms that allow you to kind of hit those big sexy keywords from many different angles, and you're able to rank organically for those bigger search terms with the longer tail keywords as your strategy. Also, once again, rank at least 2 weeks in advance of your peak buying times. And from a type of campaign standpoint, maybe you guys have heard of search find buy campaigns. I typically only want you to use those when you're already ranked, when you're on page 1 to 2 mobile, or position 1 to 40 for your target keywords, and use keyword URLs when you're launching new products, or you're like page 3 and on, or position 41 and higher. Those are the kind of like guidelines. You guys can take a screenshot of this. We can send this slide out later, but this is like, these are, we run a lot of, we have our own agency as well. We run a lot of client campaigns, and this is like our Bible. This is like what we do and how we get results every single day from a ranking campaign perspective. Okay, let's talk about reviews. Who in here has enough reviews? You don't want any more, you don't need any more? Nobody? Right? We can't ever have enough social proof, right?
I think this is like the number one thing people ask questions about, like, how do I get more reviews? Like, right. That's the number one thing I get questions on in coaching calls. How do I get more reviews? Should I get more reviews? Especially at launch time. Because as we all know, reviews kind of naturally come in after you get your first like review. And then after that, it's like, ooh, what happened there? So,
right.
Anyway.
Or if you have malicious behavior on your account, which I'm sure you've experienced, Amy, and that's kind of the life that we live when you're succeeding on Amazon. People want to tear you down, and competitors are going to do some fraudulent stuff. So being able to have controls over your reviews is one of those things that chatbots can really help you with. So let's talk about kind of the strategies and understanding how to get reviews there. So it's important to note that Amazon is expecting less than 5% of sales to convert into reviews. And so if you are running a launch campaign to your friends and family, and 100% of those people go and leave reviews, Amazon is going to be like, well, first and foremost, they're going to be like, these are your friends and family. That's not allowed. I don't know how they even know that, but they figure it out. And also that review rate is also indicative of something that's like, okay, this is a little crazy. So it's important to note this. It's also important to know that you need to pursue full price purchases for verified reviews. It used to be in like 2017, 18, that you could run ranking campaigns with coupon codes, like 75% off, 80% off, get really aggressive with coupon codes. But strategy shifted in 2019 to pursue full price purchases to get verified reviews. You can still use coupon codes, but Amazon knows that you're using those, and so those purchases at such steep discounts don't count as verified reviews, and so eventually those reviews will just disappear. So it's important to do full price purchases, i.e., rebates or low discount offers. One of the methods that we're going to talk about next is how to use product inserts to capture your Amazon buyers and convert them into subscribers for review harvesting, as well as part of your ranking and launching campaigns, you're creating your own buyers. And built into our review, our ranking and launching flows, we always give you the power to turn on or off review requesting as part of those campaigns. So that's one of the easiest. These two are like the main ways that you are going to drive reviews. But the questions that I get all the time, and Amy, I can come back and do like an in-depth on product inserts and what's working, what's not, and all of those things. But when it comes to product insert success, there's two things. Why I love them is that you're basically turning your Amazon customers into subscribers, and you have the chance to get in front of 100% of your Amazon customers, right? They've bought your product, they're unboxing it, and they have the opportunity to interact with your packaging and hopefully see your insert. And if you provide a compelling offer, that can also be, specific by product to get people into your ManyChat flows. And of course, you can provide customer service and give a way to also help you avoid negative reviews by finding out if somebody's having a negative experience. You can interrupt that frustration and be able to provide guidance and feedback on and maybe even find out if there's things that your product can improve on, right? We can always work on making a better user experience for our customers. And of course, we want to embed our review requests in there as well.
So, Michelle, I have a question about this. What is, and like you said, I would love to have you come back and do an in-depth on inserts, because that is something that everybody kind of really wants to get right. I think it's so important. It's your chance to engage with the customer as they're unboxing. But one of the common pain points with inserts is that people are not scanning the QR code to take them to the chatbot. So do you have any recommendations for getting them to actually go through this?
Yes. In fact, I do. So there are two main factors that determine the success of your inserts. Thanks for that segue, Amy. The first is to be seen, and the second is to be compelling. So many sellers get frustrated with the success of their product inserts or lack thereof. And the first question is always like, what is the unboxing experience like? What is, is it easy to see your product insert? Is it easy to interact with, or is it buried at the bottom of a box or in, a part of the throwaway experience? And I just did I have just like a stack of product inserts on my desk over here. You guys can't see it. I'll show you some here in a second, but I'll have customers just send me Amazon product so that I can provide them product insert feedback and do like an unboxing audit essentially and say, okay, this is how I would change this. This is what I do. So the first thing is to be seen. The second is to be compelling. So as an example over here, this is a product that I bought on Amazon, and gosh, could I possibly miss it? No, it's bright yellow. It's on the top of the lid. I can't the seeing it is that box is checked. The second is to be compelling. Now, 20% off your next order. I don't know how compelling that is. It is a consumable. So, it's better than paying 100%. Right. So this is where we can kind of get into some examples. So let's go through a couple of different scenarios. Here's another example of a purchase and that had another sticker on the lid. If you sell a consumable, and you have a lid, your insert should be on that lid, because every time they interact with the product, they are going to get that, call to action again in their face, right? Every time they open the product, every time they use it. So if you sell something that has a lid or that type of thing, I highly recommend it. Now, as far as compelling goes, gosh, free bottle, yes, very compelling. Now, there's some crackdowns that are happening with Amazon and free product offers. So I would probably not be so aggressive as offering something for free. I'd probably offer like a 50% discount or something like that, but still having something on the lid and a deep discount offer, very compelling. Here's another example. This one has the call to action on the side of the box, and it's on the side where you have to actually like open it. So I think it's very visible. I think it checks that box. I don't know that an ebook or a video is all that compelling. However, this is beard balm, and so maybe it's like, hey, here's some different styling tips, for the bearded men out there, or women who are using beard balm. Here's another one. This one I think stood out to me because it was attached to the product with like some of that gummy sticky stuff. So I had to interact with a product insert to get it off the product, right? Like physically remove it. But it was also kind of cutie. It had some cute thing going on. And it was like a little booklet, like a little fold out. So it definitely had some like interactive elements to it. And so check that box of being seen, as well as like a $20 freebie. Yeah, that sounds great. Sign me up. What you got? What you got? Tell me. Here's another one. This one is like the ultimate like product insert dream scenario here. And this particular product is basically like they're hitting you on the top of the box, the lid portion. And then the box on the left is actually inside of that box. So you can see that the side of the box has the same call to action. And then they had another insert inside of the box. So every step along the way in the unboxing experience, they're hitting you with a product insert and a call to action. Very difficult to miss, right? Once again, do I think it's overly compelling? No, I don't think it's very compelling. I think they like totally checked the box on being seen, but when it came to being compelling, not so much. Okay, here's another example. That's like the top of the box there. Here's another really good one. So these are like those keto strips. So, the second I opened the box, the product insert was like right there. So checking the box on being seen. And do I want a free box of strips? Heck yeah, So some really good, they checked both boxes there on being like very good examples. Now, here's an example of, I guess let's talk about compelling offers, because I get this question pretty much constantly. One of the things that Amazon is okay with, like completely within terms of service and all of those things, is offering a warranty. However, warranties on their own are just lame. I share the example all the time of how I just bought this super expensive bed. Super expensive. It's a Tempur-Pedic with like the feet and the head move up and down and all those things. This is, I had to sell a kidney to be able to afford this bed. Anyway, it has a warranty registration in a box sitting next to my bed. I am so lame. I have yet to register that warranty. Here I invested all of this money and still I haven't. Amy, are you a warranty registering person? Are you like on it?
When it comes to something super expensive, yes. So like I just bought a Nordic Track rower as well as a bike. So, like $7,000 worth of equipment, and you better bet the minute it got there, that's the first thing I'm doing. I'm taking a picture of all the receipts. I'm registering. Right. But if it's like a cheap product that I just, then I'm probably not. I also bought a juicer on Amazon recently, and they explained that if you registered for their warranty, you would also get a free gift from them. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll register and, I'll get a free gift. So for me, that was, that one, even though that was like $100 juicer, I still fell for the warranty because I was like, oh, free gift, I can't turn that down.
Right,
It's too good.
right. Yeah, and you're curious too. You're like, what is that free gift? Yeah, totally. So in this example, like just like Amy gave, thank you so much for proving my point that basically if you're going to do a warranty registration, combine it with one of the below options, like a deep discount. And these are also like standalone offers. So you could skip the warranty altogether and just go for, hey, scan this code and get your next purchase, or get, something for 50% off, 75% off. I would make it something compelling. A buy one, get one is a good one. And a gift card contests are always really great. And that's especially helpful. Gift card contests are one of those kind of like catch-all offers. And primarily because if this is like your very first product and you don't have other products to offer a deep discount for, like, other products in your catalog, or even if you have like a ton of products and you don't want to have a separate product insert or separate call to action for every single product or product line or brand, you can have like a gift card across, product insert across your entire brand and suite of products. That is just basically a catch-all. So gift card contests are always good. I wouldn't be too aggressive. I'd probably have a gift card contest between $50 and $100 and make it like a weekly giveaway or something like that. And so people actually feel like they can stand a chance at winning it, right?
I think one of the big things that people struggle with offering deep discounts is just profitability, right? You do have to consider like, hey, if every customer that I get, and you have to consider does that devalue the product or your brand, right? Saying get your next bottle free. Or I think in the supplement category, the margins are so good that you should do that and you can get away with it. But I think for most private label brands, people cannot afford to just be giving, another product away for free every time somebody comes, nor is that product really meant for like a consumable purpose where, oh yeah, I need another one of these, right? So do you have any suggestions for compelling offers for people that don't want to just give away something for free? Or I like the gift card contest, but then I've heard that there's so many of them that, that people don't enter them as much anymore because they just feel like, I'm not going to win,
Right.
So any suggestions outside of like supplements or beauty where you don't have a consumable product and you don't want to give away another one for 50% off or higher?
I think it comes down to the purpose of the product insert and thinking long-term as opposed to just short-term, like, oh, well, I'm losing money on that sale. You know what I mean? Looking at like, why am I offering this in the first place? And kind of like the point is to get people to actually take you up on the, to scan the QR code or go to the link or go to the landing page, whatever your call to action is, so that they can become subscribers so that you can then, develop that direct relationship with them. Whether
and
you
sell them
send
more things in the future,
right?
right? Like
Right,
if it's the
exactly.
start of building your brand, you can, once you have that email list, that may be a small price to pay to, get those subscribers. Yes, their next bottle is free, but after that, you're not giving away free bottles, but they feel like they got a lot of value from you. And
Yes.
they're interested because they got so much value in looking at your emails when you send them next time and seeing what else you have to offer.
Right, exactly. And you have to also consider the cost per customer acquisition off Amazon. Like if you were to run Facebook ads directly to your website, is going to be significantly higher than the cost per acquisition of, basically using Amazon as an acquisition funnel for a direct relationship. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
yeah, if you're to run Facebook ads to your website, it's going to be, a lot more expensive than the Amazon route, utilizing their traffic, capturing those customers. And plus, this is a review strategy. Like, what are reviews worth to you? So once again, there's lots of ways we can kind of go about this. And I think this is a good starting point. This is kind of like what we have seen consistently works and converts in this space. And it's up to you guys as individuals to play around with this and figure out what works for your products and your specific brand. and also the priority of what it is you're trying to accomplish, whether that's reviews or establishing that direct relationship to upsell, cross-sell, get subscribers for subscribe and save offers, all sorts of things that you can do there. Here's an example of what not to do, which is basically incentivizing reviews. So in this example, they're basically saying, hey, go leave us a 5-star review. We'll send you a $20 gift card when you send a screenshot. And by all means, do not show this card in your review for the safety of your Amazon account. I mean, gosh, like everything about this is just completely against Amazon terms of service, and it's, incentivizing reviews very aggressively. So please don't do anything like this. This is really.
And when it comes to leading them to a funnel to incentivize a review, I've seen Amazon's really cracking down on that lately too. Yeah. They've been going through people's funnels. They've been like they have teams that are specifically meant to like unbox, pull out inserts, go through people's funnels to see if they're incentivizing reviews. Right. And so, definitely be careful about that. Maybe only contact them through email. I don't know if, what have you seen lately in that category, Michelle?
Yeah, I was just talking to somebody just this morning about that. So first and foremost, probably like back away from free product offers and just do like discounted offers as far as your product insert goes. Also, inside of EasyBot, we give you the power to turn on or off review requests. So if you're like, hey, I just want to use a product insert to develop a direct relationship and be able to send people back to, send traffic back to Amazon, then you have the power to shut reviews off if you don't want to ask for those. If you do want to ask for those, what Amazon is looking at is like, are you basically giving, does everybody have the opportunity to get this $20 gift card, or only positive reviews have that opportunity? So if part of our review request process is to request feedback and to find out like, well, are you unhappy with the product, so that we can then send those people to customer service, but we absolutely still send them on to get what they originally were incentivized for. So, if they're attracted via, a deep discount, then it doesn't matter whether they provided, negative feedback or not, we're giving them that discount, to be able to use. So that's a big one that Amazon is paying attention to as well. But good questions there, Amy, for sure. All right, here's just some examples of just how powerful product inserts can be in driving reviews. In this example, this was for like a wireless accessory, and over 11,000 people actually scanned that code and started that review, became subscribers basically for future product offers. And then when it came to actually going and leaving the reviews, over 20% of the 6,000 people went and actually left reviews. I'm not really great at math, but you guys can figure that out on your own. Here's another example. Here are some other examples. These are just kind of like some cross tests that we were running with different offers. So you can kind of see just like what's going on here and just how powerful chatbots can be in helping you get those reviews. So here's where we're turning a point and kind of transitioning. As awesome as chatbots are, this is how a lot of people feel about setting them up, where they're just like, I can't take it anymore, and I've been teaching people about chatbots and working in this space since 2017. And I don't know if you guys can read it, but it basically says, you've changed. I don't know you anymore. And that's kind of how I felt over the last couple of years, and seeing how technical chatbots have become and how frustrated Amazon sellers just like you have been when they're like, I really want to be able to use these for my business, but they're so technical, and I get just so frustrated. And I hear you. And so essentially that's why, flows have become complex. The rules of tech for chatbots and Facebook and Amazon, they change so frequently, and what you can do, what you can't do. And keeping up with those changes should not be one of those things that's on your plate of daily tasks that you have to deal with in your business. Basically, what's happened is that it's just become too difficult to do on your own. And over again, at every event I've spoken at, every customer I've talked to, over and over again, this is just the question: why can't things just be easier? Why can't they just be easier? So I'm happy and excited to tell you guys that they now are. With the creation of EasyBot, EasyBot basically sits on top of your ManyChat account and makes the setup, the management, and the reporting on how your campaigns are actually working easier than ever. So before, you basically had these complex flows that you would have to update manually. This is absolutely an example of one of our product insert flows that we used with a client. And I don't know about you guys, but how many of you would love to like dig through this and track down every tag that you have to update and every custom field and really understand what's going on in here? Nobody. I don't even want to. I don't even want to have to dig in there, right? Now with EasyBot, you have a very simple setup process. Literally, after the initial ManyChat template is installed, you have just a few campaign parameter fields to fill out. And then you can quickly get on your way with your campaign and driving traffic to it. Before, every time you had a new campaign, you had to install a new template. Essentially, your ManyChat, inside your ManyChat account could quickly turn into a big mess, and it'd be really difficult to keep track of all of the various campaigns you have going on and making sure you're updating the right ones in the right fields and all of this stuff. Well, now with EasyBot, all you have to do is install a single template, and that template itself has data that it pulls directly from EasyBot. So you can have 5 or 500 campaigns all running at the same time using one flow, and EasyBot automatically updates those elements for you inside of the flow. It customizes the campaign based on the campaign that it customizes the ManyChat flow based on the campaign that you're running. It automatically populates all the images, populates the tags, the custom fields, any kind of links are automatically pulled from EasyBot and populated into your ManyChat flows. This was really hard. If anybody has had this experience of having multiple campaigns in their ManyChat account, you know that having to update custom fields was a nightmare, an absolute nightmare, and just was basically painful, if not impossible to get right, and thus exposing your campaign to a lot of possibilities for error and failure. So basically with EasyBot, we make updating campaign parameters super easy. Like if you're in the middle of a campaign and you started off with those 4 target keywords and they have shot to the top, and now you want to attack 4 new ones, it's so easy to go into your campaign parameters and update the associated fields for your campaigns. You want to send them to a new call to action link? Easy. You want to update the image you're using? Easy, right? So within seconds, you can update the campaigns and be on your way. Tracking. Oh my goodness. Don't you want to know that, like, if you're sending traffic, if you're spending money, that you're actually getting results, right? When it came to tracking these massive Google Sheets, it just became such a mess and so impossible. I know clients who had entire VA teams dedicated to tracking the rebates that were going on and making sure the campaigns were working correctly and all of this stuff. Well, now inside of EasyBot, we have the dashboard built right in for you. So you can see at a quick glance how many subscribers you got that day, how many orders, how many rebates were generated. And in each section, you're able to see the campaign subscribers associated with that campaign. So we've made it like reporting very easy to be able to know that your campaigns if your campaigns are succeeding or not, if you need to turn up traffic, if you need to turn down traffic, if your campaigns have gone viral and you can shut off traffic. Like this gives you the power to make the important decisions at a glance during your campaigns. Also, let's talk about going viral. One of the main reasons that I created EasyBot was because we had a client campaign that went viral, and basically meaning it got into like a deal group, and within seconds sold out and and um, and burned through inventory before we were able to realize what was going on and turn the campaigns off. So in EasyBot, we've created limiters to only say, hey, if you only need 5 sales a day, 10 sales a day, it doesn't matter how many subscribers hit your account. Like EasyBot is going to protect you and protect your inventory and make sure, like in this example, I hope you can see that, they had over 200 subscribers per day going after this offer, but EasyBot was able to protect them and only sell the amount that they actually wanted. So just know that with EasyBot, we've got your back, and we're really keeping you safe here. Customer support. Oh, customer support with chatbots can be really difficult. Basically having to start flows all over again. If somebody like breaks the bot or where's my rebate? What's going on with this? What's going on with that? Right? EasyBot makes customer support super easy. We have manual flows, where you can easily add people to the right campaign and the right spot in the campaign, and not have to worry. Like for our clients where we're running campaigns for them, my team loves this, because now the majority of their time is just like, all right, and EasyBot's built so well that they don't even have that many people breaking the flows anymore and even needing customer support. Yay! All good things, all good things. So as far as EasyBot features, I want to be really clear. There are some people in here that are watching who have no experience with chatbots, and there are some of you who have been using other chatbot tools in the marketplace and know what kind of features you love and need for your campaigns, and we've got your back. So I want to go through a few features. We have a direct integration with ManyChat API, and basically that makes setting up these complex ManyChat campaigns super easy. You can do it within just a matter of minutes without having to be a ManyChat expert. We have automated order verification so that you can run these powerful review and ranking campaigns without having to manually verify that orders have taken place. We've automated rebates via EasyBot's integrated wallet. So we have a wallet system inside of EasyBot that distributes rebates via PayPal and Venmo, which are the #1 method for distributing rebates. This is, at the end of the day, consumers just want cash, right? And PayPal and Venmo are tools that they trust for exchanging money, basically. And it's actually, with EasyBot Wallet, it's faster and easier than ever to add money. Like, it's not a 6 to 7 day ACH bank transfer. It literally is instant money in your wallet for immediate use. So that's really important if your campaigns take off and you need to add more money into your campaigns as well. Fraud prevention. This is such an important part of running any kind of chatbot campaign involving rebates. We keep your campaign safe with like a blacklist with, I don't know, millions of people in it to be able to detect fraudulent activity. We have those search, find, buy campaigns and those keyword URL campaigns built in. We're dedicated to developing the latest strategies that work to help you rank and launch on Amazon. And built into EasyBot, we have our own URL builder built in automatically, so you don't need external tools that themselves cost like $97 a month to be able to use. So right there, we've saved you money just with this one tool. We also have reviews on autopilot built into our product insert flows, as well as automated follow-up from our rebate campaigns. So you can trust and know that reviews are flowing in for your listings. We also have SMS and email integration. So people are always like, yeah, but can I build an email list? Can I build an SMS list? Yes, absolutely. In our campaigns, we are always capturing that information so that you have the power to follow up in whatever channel you want to with your subscribers. Facebook has been crazy. That would be an accurate description since the little election went down late last year. And there's been a lot of craziness when it comes to Facebook pages. And we work very closely with Facebook's terms of service to keep our chatbots up to date with what is going to keep your accounts safe from being blocked or shut down. It's not 100% guarantee. This happens all the time, but we do have the right systems in place to keep you safe. If you're new to chatbots, never done them before, or new to Facebook ads, quite frankly, Facebook ads can be really intimidating to a lot of people, but we have an entire Facebook ads course built into EasyBot as well. We teach you how to target, how to select the audiences to target. We've got ad copy templates for you, so you really don't even have to write ad copy. You just plug in and customize a few elements. We've got ad graphic templates created for you, and complete end-to-end trainings on how to set up and optimize and manage your campaigns. So everything that you need to be able to set up your Facebook ads, we've got for you inside of EasyBot. A few features that are coming soon. We've got some free product funnels for product insert and review campaigns. We've got a keyword ranking tracker that we're going to build directly into the dashboard. So not only can you see how many sales are coming through, you'll also be able to see how those sales are affecting your rank. Isn't that fun? We're going to have an auto switch between URL and search, find, buy campaigns. So if you are in position 41 when you start the campaign and start with the URL, the system can automatically sense when you are then within search, find, buy, that kind of between position 1 and 40, and switch to a search, find, buy campaign for you auto-magically. That's coming as well. SMS only rebates, so not even using Facebook in the Messenger platform, just using SMS. That's something we're working on. And support for the UK and EU marketplaces. Right now, EasyBot is only for Amazon.com and North America properties. And Instagram chatbots are coming too. Yay! We're so excited for this channel and the functionality that we are going to be able to offer there. So these are all elements and features of EasyBot. Now, Amy, I know we need to wrap up here. So really quickly, once again, EasyBot is for people, whether you're beginning or advanced, and all you need to be able to use EasyBot is an Amazon FBA Seller Central account, and a ManyChat Pro account, which we give you a free coupon code inside of EasyBot for a free month of ManyChat Pro. And you need products in FBA or products on their way to FBA to be able to use EasyBot. So we're not going to take the time right now to do the tour. On easybot.com, you can watch a whole training to see just like a tour on the inside, or you can just get started, right? We have a $1 trial, 2 weeks, a 2-week $1 trial. So like really, you can just get in there and start playing around with it for yourself and for your own brands and campaigns. We have video trainings and tutorials for you every step of the way along here. And we've got a special link here today for you guys. And especially if you use the code AMAZING at checkout, then you save 20% for the life of your subscription. So this is a exclusive offer just for Amy and you guys here at Amazing at Home. So we've got this for you, and want you to dive in and play around with it, get some experience using EasyBot, and start leveraging the power of chatbots in your own business.
Yay! Thank you, Michelle, for coming and giving us a great presentation, explaining all of the pain points that we've had lately with, not just lately, like always, right? But kind of talking to us about offers and a little bit about where chatbots are going and how all of us can, I just, what you pointed out about like the organization of your campaigns within ManyChat, like I can totally relate, because every time you do something, you're like, okay, wait, was that a flow, or was that, wait, where is it? How do I find it? And it can get really crazy. So I love the easiness of using this EasyBot, right? And your offer for $1, like, come on, you guys, like, try it out. Why not? You have nothing to lose but $1. And if you can't afford $1, well, who knows? Anyway, thank you so much.
I promise you'll make your money back.
Yes. And I love that you're including the Facebook ads course. All of that is really, really amazing. So thank you so much for being here. And thanks everybody for watching. I know a lot of our community will be waking up in a couple of hours. So they'll catch the replay, but thank you so much for being here. And yeah, we'll hopefully have you back for another, thing. Let's just do inserts or even Facebook ads, whatever.
There's all sorts of things that we can explore. So I can definitely come back and go deeper and do some deeper master classes on keyword ranking strategies and or keyword research. That's like number one in my book for all those things. So yeah, Amy, happy to come back and go deeper on anything that you guys have questions on.
All right. Thanks everyone. And thanks Michelle. And we'll see you guys. Let us know what you think of EasyBot. Like, try it out, get yourself set up. And Michelle's here for anything. If you need her, she's great about following up and everything. So, all right, everybody, we'll see you next time, and have a great rest of your week.